Pleased to say now joined on Hong Kong Direct by the head of Commingling for the Hong Kong Jockey Club, and that is Sam Nati. Thank you for your time, Sam, in front of a big week of racing coming in from Dubai.
Indeed, yeah, thank you, Mark. Thank you for your time.
Going to start, because we're no doubt going to hear it, and we have heard it a lot of times during the simulcast that we take here, about the World Pool. Can you just tell us exactly what the World Pool is?
Certainly, I think it's really best described as being similar to what we do in Hong Kong with our racing, in so much as the Hong Kong Jockey Club is the host, and we invite our international partners to commingle into those pools. With the World Pool, we basically just take what has traditionally been a simulcast meeting and do the same thing, invite international partners to commingle, including the rights holder, and I think that's the key difference. Whereas in normal circumstances, the rights holder would also host the pool, for the circumstances of the World Pool, it's actually the Hong Kong Jockey Club who is hosting the pool.
When we say World Pool, how many countries are we talking betting into it?
Yeah, good question, and it does vary depending on where the World Pool is located. But let's use Super Saturday as an example for Dubai. On the weekend, we will have Tabcorp and Rawa in Australia coming into the World Pool. The time zone excludes New Zealand, but in normal cases they would be involved in the World Pool as well. UK Tote, South Africa. There will be somewhere in the vicinity of 70 different partners from the US that will also commingle into the World Pool. Very popular meeting, both Dubai Super Saturday and probably more so the World Pool, the World Cup later in the month. And then we've had another occasion, Singapore PMU, who won't be involved in Super Saturday, but they have been involved in other meetings. And it is somewhat dependent on time zones for these partners as to whether they participate. But in general, we can cover the 6 continents on any one particular meeting.
Apart from obviously having massive benefits of getting the Hong Kong population betting into the World Pool because they do love a punt, what is the benefit for the host club to be covered by the WP?
Yeah, I mean, there's some tangibles and intangibles with that. The obvious upside is increased turnover, which leads to increased income. The pools are deeper, the liquidity is there, there's more stable dividends, all of those things that are fairly obvious. I guess if we look at some of the intangibles, it's an opportunity to work with like-minded partners internationally to promote pari-mutuel, very much as a funding model, and I think also just promoting major international events is what the World Pool brand is really aligned to.
On international events, Sam, are we talking expansion plans going forward? Is it always getting bigger?
It is. Last year there were just 12 World Pool meetings. This year there will be 19, and the upcoming World Pool meetings include Dubai Super Saturday and then the Dubai World Cup. Then it turns to the UK, where we go to Newmarket, the Oaks and Derby at Epsom, and then into Royal Ascot. We did all of those meetings as well last year, with the exception of the Oaks, which is a one-off this year. We are looking at expansion. We'd love to have a World Pool meeting on an Australian event. There's no secret to that, and we are engaged in conversations with the relevant parties there. So fingers crossed on that, but it is progressing at hopefully a positive outcome.
And just finally, Sam, the World Pool focus very much just Dubai at the moment.
It definitely is, and it's a popular 2 meetings as well. Obviously, one of the great advantages of having both of the Dubai cards over the month of March is that a lot of the horses that race on Super Saturday will also line up, 4 weeks later. So there is some form to follow through there.
Fantastic, Sam. Thank you for giving us some time here on Hong Kong Direct, and looking forward to seeing Dubai covered by the World Pool on Saturday night.
Always a pleasure, Mark. Good to chat to you.